Imagine me and you, I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be. The only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life. When you're with me, baby, the skies will be blue for all my life. Me and you and me.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to night 2 of WGP and the Foundation presents Reunion. I am the owner of WGP and the Foundation and the host, Hollywood Haywood. We, ladies and gentlemen, are stepping into the fire tonight. Because tonight the Foundation walks into night 2 with a 5-0 lead over WGP. And it's going to take an awful lot for the WGP stars to come back. Regardless of if they're able to do it or not, we still have 6 great contests for you tonight. And we are going to open up the show with our very own, the Foundation's very own prototype champion, Mistah Alverson, taking on a man who likes to think of himself as the A-list champion, winning the A-list showcase about 2 years ago, Dante Black. Let's get down to the action.
Do you know your type? Everybody ought to know my type. I am the prototype. But let's put this down. Let's change gears. Let's go a little more traditional tonight. I ain't got to do something that nobody's ever done before. I got to do something that everybody's done before. Against Dante Black. You look at A-list Alverson and you see someone that resembles a man. I dress like a man. I look like a man. I conduct myself and present myself like a good-looking man. And then you peer over at Dante Black, you see a child, an adolescent, late teenager at best. Someone whose irresponsibility just fumes off of him. Someone that is the personification of unconditional. Dante Black, you've got hair that's made out of colors they don't even make crayons out of. You got holes in places that faces aren't supposed to have holes. And you look at my success and your failure, you're going to be the kind of person that says, it's not fair. He got handed everything and somebody needs to whoop his ass. Dante Black, you know exactly how this is going to go. You can guess exactly what I'm going to do. And there is nothing that you can do to stop it from happening because my success is a choice of mine. I get up earlier than you. I work longer than you. I do everything on screen better than you. Take a look at yourself real hard. Yeah, force yourself to do it, Dante Black. If you think that A-list Alverson just sits back and collects the money, you've never had a teacher of success. I'll tell you what I've done. I've made my name for myself across every place that would have me until they kept calling back and back. And now I am the top attraction, the #1 draft pick of the Foundation Promo League. And I put in a place to take out wrestling geeks and pariahs, perennial underachiever. Perennial, that means all the time. You can open up some kind of reference guide to find that out. But brother Dante Black, take a look at me. Take a look at me. I am what everybody wants to be. Take a look at you. You tried to be different. Different. That's what you want to hold on to. Dante Black is different because different only means worse. Just like WGP is worse than the Foundation.
He's a man, such a man, such a man. He's a real.
Ladies and gentlemen of WGP, Wrestling Geeks and Pariahs, we're here for the reunion show where it is WGP versus Foundation. Of course, I take on the one I just beat over in HSP for a Soulfire Championship. The one who tried to tie his shoes and uppercut me straight in the face because he doesn't have the balls to do something to me, man to man, looking me dead in my eyes. You see, A-List, there's major differences between me and you. You may have the fame, the fortune, the money, the swag, and come out here dressed up in your suit looking like a wannabe B-rate Ric Flair, acting like you're trying to try out for America's Got Talent, but yet just having Simon Cowell press that red X button right all over your face and send you straight out the building. But with me, it's all about integrity, A-List. It's about respect, dignity, and honor, and that's something that you just don't seem to have. I've been watching. Everyone, of course, has you as the odds-on favorite to beat me. I mean, why wouldn't they? They see me as someone who puts over people in big matches but can't get the job done. I think it's time for me to shut the haters up and prove them wrong by knocking you straight out of your goddamn mind and putting you in your place. I might put you in my bag right here alongside of my dog and zip you up in a little cage and put a muzzle over you so no one has to hear what you're saying. You see, A-List, what's not going to happen tonight is you walk out winning. Foundation is not going to walk out taking the advantage of WGP because, yeah, we fired back, but only after you guys took the first shot and you guys started moaning, bitching, complaining about our actions when, of course, the saying is your actions have consequences and your actions cause those consequences. That was us placing our foot down and making a statement. See, you're in our house, in our domain. You're in WGP. This isn't your land. This isn't your home that you've built brick by brick. No, it's been everyone who's put their blood, their sweat, their tears on the line throughout the years of being in this company. And I'm one of them. That pushed past the trials and tribulations. And I'm always the one that defies the odds. And I'm going to defy you, A-List. I'm going to cut you down a size. I'm going to knock that ego off of your shoulders and slap some reality straight into your goddamn mind. You may have been great, hell, you may have been one of the absolute best, but that was then. And this is now. And right now what stands in front of you is greatness at its motherfucking greatest. Rooting through this industry like life. And you're dwindling down like this tree behind me, having this leaves fall to the ground because of age, because of decrepit, because of dying out, because you're running out of wind, you're running out of gas, A-List. When it comes to me, I'm just getting started. And you know damn well tonight, A-List, it's like a few weeks ago, you won't get out alive. So you can throw that money, that fame, in anyone's face as long as you fucking want. I've said it once and I'll say it again. On your best day, you couldn't beat me at my worst, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sweep continues. Your winner, representing the Foundation A, List Alverson. Essentially, the Foundation has won this competition. But that's not going to take away from the action. And speaking of action, we're going to get right back into it as the Foundation's very own golden boy, Emerson, takes on WGP. WGP's Alpha. Let's get down to the action.
Foundation, WGP, we are here at Reunited, and tonight, Gene Emerson, the Golden Boy, takes on one-on-one versus Alpha for brand supremacy to see who will get the points and who will be said that their brand is better than the other. Now, I heard all the naysayers, the talk. I've heard all the rumblings. I've heard all the people that have said that there was no chance in hell that Gene Emerson has against Alpha. And here, that's funny because I guess they didn't take into account, if you will, or take into the facts that I've already beat you once, Alpha, in a fatal four-way match for that lovely golden ticket that made me the lovely Golden Boy, that allowed me to face Don Krypton. A belt, how I remember it, is you want it so bad. And you got shipped off to WGP. And well, my boy, from what I've heard since you've been over there in WGP, they haven't been utilizing you well. They haven't been using your skills well. You've been nothing more and nothing less than a bench warmer, while I have been in title picture after title picture, main event after main event. So why in the hell do people believe that you could beat me? Is it because you're going to come out here and ramble on or do some skills? Or you're going to come out here and think this is beneath you and bitch and moan and complain? Or are you going to come out here and try and face me one-on-one, which you can't do, Alpha? You see, I set the bar, and as a veteran, and as one should know, the first bout Hall of Famer in WGP Hall of Fame with the Badass Club, Alpha, you get an opportunity to knock on the door of greatness, but you see, when opportunity knocks against you, Alpha, you seem to not walk through the door. You seem to let it go by. So while Foundation and WGP stand with their mouths dropped on the floor as I kick your ass from pillar to post like I always do, I show up, I show out, and I showcase the reason why I am better than most of those people on the roster. And why I showcase tonight that Foundation is yet again at the very tippy top of this promo echelon that it is. Alpha, there's nothing that you're going to say that I haven't heard before, and there's nothing that you're going to do that I haven't seen before. So unless you're going to roll over and actually give Mama some new tricks, or unless you're going to come out here and sing and dance and do the Charleston, I really don't expect very much from Mr. Alpha. And this is going to let you know, the rest of the promo world, that if Mr. Emerson does want to go 110%, that there is nobody in this industry that can stand against me when I really want it. And so, Alpha, you are going to be yet again a stepping stone. Why I say the house always wins. And while you never go up against Mr. Gene Emerson, and why you, Alpha, will always be remembered to be in the minor leagues of the promo industry, and why you will always be banished and forgotten to the nether realms. While you're nothing more and nothing less than at the bottom of my size 12 shoe. Because, Alpha, you're not the Alpha or the Omega. You're not the beginning or the end. I am the impending doom. What are you going to do, Alpha? The ball's in your court.
supposed to be one of them occasions you're happy about. One of those occasions that you see and you're like, confetti, cake, all this bullshit. But now I'm mad. And you wanna know why I'm mad? They put me on night one. They put me on night one against Mr. Emerson. Mr. Emerson, a nobody. A nobody. And you know what? I'll say it. I've evolved since the last time, Mr. Emerson. You might have walked away victorious, but guess what? It's a new day, it's a new generation. And you might have heard the line before. But it's real this time. It's real. I'm prepared to do battle. And you just prepared to sit back behind your keyboard and be a keyboard warrior. But when it comes down to getting fisticuffs together, well, you disappear. And you know me, I'm a man of action, not too much words. So I don't want to be here long, right? I'm coming to make a statement for my brand. I ain't heard too much about yours in a while. Y'all's been fell off the map, it seems. WGP, we doing it big. We making the scene bigger than it's already been. So, night one, since y'all want to put me there, night one will be here to outshine night two. And, hey, we're going to go ahead and put it all on my back. How about that? So now, not only do I got a Dorito on my shoulder, I got the whole motherfucking brand on my shoulders. So, Mr. Emerson, let's get lit.
Wow, you're a winner! Making the foundation 7-0, the Golden Boy, G. Emerson. Ladies and gentlemen, this is getting rough. If you're a member of the WGP roster, you have to wonder, what has it all been for? And I will be damned if WGP can't get a win here tonight. As the owner, I'm going to have to really question some things. But maybe they can in this next match, as we will see the battle of the GMs. They had battled before, but now we have not seen Woodward since this whole war started. We haven't seen Mr. Woodward. He's going to come out here tonight and he's going to take on Hunter Matthews in a battle of the GMs and see if he can pick up the first win for WGP. Let's get down to the action.
Mr. Woodward, how are you doing? Hey, how's my old small office treating you? Did you get the mold out of there yet? Okay, good. Because I'm enjoying the deluxe suite at Foundation headquarters. With the daily massages, the best of urges. Man, it is a dream being the Foundation Joe Manager. To think I thought so long and hard to stay WGP GM. I mean, I assembled a really good roster, which you now have the delegation of leading. And how's that going for you? Oh wait, you wouldn't know. You haven't been there. Whereas, my show that I lead now, Blueprint, the Foundation Super Shows, under my guidance. Last month, we won the Promo Observer. Heck, Soulstar even pulled out in the clutch and won us the extra star. How you enjoying Chance Young? You could have been someone, Chance. But, Mr. Woodward, that's not going too well for you, is it? You're losing talent. You're losing the Promo Observer. It won't be too long before you lost your job. Now, I'm not a heartless man. And in the foresight that I won't be seeing you as my competition too much longer, I have written a letter of recommendation just for you. To whom it may concern, I, Hunter Matthews, General Manager of Foundation Promo League, am writing to tell you about one Mr. Woodward. Having worked with him off and on over the past year, I can tell you that you can't find anyone better for whatever position you may be hired for. A man like Mr. Woodward is hard to find. It seems like his career is just taking off. He is loaded with work. So, again, I urge you to waste no time in considering Mr. Woodward for this position. Well, how do you like it? How do you like the bed I made for you? Because at the end of today, you will find that WGP has lost this reunion series. You will find that you have lost this match. And I'm pretty sure WGP is gonna yet again be without a general manager.
Hunter Matthews, all you have wanted is my attention, haven't you? All you have wanted is Mr. Woodward to come out here and give you some attention. So here I am, here tonight at Reunion to give you that attention that you deserve. You attention-seeking little whore. Because you, Mr. Matthews, are a joke. See, we've been here before. We ran this before. And look what happened. You lost. You got fired because of me. You know what? It was the greatest decision in the world when you got fired. But when you got brought back through the foundation, when you snuck through Trevor's back door just to get here, you wanted all the attention back on you again. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the attention. I'm sick of you going, oh, Mr. Woodward's dead. No, I'm not dead. I'm still living. I'm still breathing. I still have a heart. I still bleed for WGP. But I can't say the same for you, for the foundation, no. Because you continue to be wanting to be that face of the foundation. If you want that so badly, go face Don Krypton. You want that so badly, go face Vagabond. Because we know for a fact that you are not the face of the foundation. See, when you got fired, it was the greatest thing for WGP. WGP was finally something. WGP was finally the fucking brand. And I helped it happen. I helped it happen, and I was so happy when you got so shocked over the fact that you lost to me. And you're going to do it again, because whether you like it or not, you are not a promo guy. You are not someone that comes out here and promotes his stars. No, all you want to do is promote yourself. See, you might have snubbed the buckshot from underneath my eyes from the lawsuits and all that sort of stuff to get him into the foundation. But quite frankly, it doesn't really matter. You could have A-list Alverson, you can have DB Greatness, you can have Vagabond, you can have Don Krypton, you can have all these people, well, apart from DB, but you get my point. But it doesn't make the brand better, no, because you are still at the helm. You are still the issue. You are still the attention-seeking little whore bag that you are. That's why Hunter Matthews will die. That's why the hairline will slowly recede back until it is nothing. Because that's you, Hunter. You are about to come irrelevant. You are about to become the person that no one gives a fuck about. Well, me, I still continue to build WGP as the A show, whether it's on screen, whether it's off screen, whether I'm here or I'm not here. I know for a fact that WGP is still the better brand than the Foundation. And we prove it every single fucking week. So, Hunter, my plea to you is step away from the limelight, because that light is fading to black.
Your winner! Making the score 7-1. 7-1. Your winner, Mr. Woodward, the GM, who has been MIA, shows up tonight and gets the first win for his brand. Hunter Matthews gives the Foundation their first loss, and we will have a lot to talk about. Hunter, Mr. Woodward, you appear to be safe for another day. The score is 7-1, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get down to our next match, and when you talk about workhorses, you talk about the Blueprint champion, the Vagabond, the greatest Blueprint champion in Foundation history, taking on the Havoc champion, the Master Shawn. Two styles that are very similar. People have been dying to see this match, so let's get right to it. Vagabond, Master Havoc, Havoc champion, Blueprint champion. Let's get it on.
Reunion. Foundation versus WGP. Two champions. Two worlds collide. But this isn't just a battle, it's a reckoning. You call yourself the Baba Yaga Vagabond? But tonight you're not walking away as a legend. Tonight you face the Master. The Harbinger of Havoc. The Reaper of Realms. The Warlock of Words. You say your name like a tribe called Quest, right? Fine. I'll do one thing for you tonight, Vagabond. I'm gonna say it like a tribe called Quest. You step into my cipher, and I don't care how many records you've got, or how long you've reigned. This isn't about titles. This is about your reckoning. You want to talk about being the most dangerous man in promos? Stop fronting. You've been riding your streak. Your tribe called Quest like discography of defenses, acting like you're undefeated, unchallenged. But just because you've been award touring with a shiny belt doesn't mean you've earned your spot at the top. You're not a midnight marauder. You're not even a low-end theorist. You're just a footnote, waiting to be erased. Vagabond, you love to claim you're out of place all the time, but you make it your own. Let's get it straight, Vagabond. You don't make unfamiliar places your own. You just trespass. You're a squatter in realms you don't even understand. Building your fragile empire on sand. And now the tide is rising. The Harbinger of Havoc is here to wash it all away. The Baba Yaga, a fairy tale, a folk story for scared children. A crown in a rickety hut with chicken legs. That's your legend? That's your power? Baba Yaga isn't real, Vagabond. But the destruction I bring is very real. And tonight you will feel every ounce of it. You're not the boogeyman. You're a bedtime story. And bedtime's over. You call yourself the pillar of darkness? Then let me enlighten you. Pillars are meant to hold things up. And your time propping up this foundation is done. You attacked me from behind because you knew face to face you didn't stand a chance. You thought that overtime victory meant something? You beat me by 1 point. A fluke. A misstep when I was still blind to my true path. That was then. You didn't beat the Master. You beat a man still learning his own power. Now you face the Master fully ascended, fully focused. And tonight the war of words won't go into overtime because I'm ending this in one decisive stroke. You say your title is regarded as a second world championship. Very fitting, since you will always be a second. You're the longest reigning Blueprint champion, sure. but I didn't ask for your title because it's beneath me. I have my eyes on bigger prizes, greater conquests. You think that belt makes you the most dangerous man? You've mistaken survival for dominance. And now I'm here to show you the difference. This isn't just a promo. This isn't just a battle. This is your undoing. You've been living off borrowed time, Vagabond, and tonight the bill comes due. No more excursions, no more scenario, no more pretending you belong at the summit. I'll say it one more time like a Tribe Called Quest for you. You lost, you're done, and after tonight, the only thing left to remember will be how far you fell. The match is called Reunion, but this isn't a reunion for you. It's a reckoning. Your resolve broken, your legacy shattered, your name forgotten. When the dust settles, all that will remain is the echo of mine, the harbinger of havoc, the reaper of realms, the warlock of words, the master. And as the last word is spoken, you'll have no choice but to accept it as the inevitable. So Vagabond, say it like a tribe called Quest. So says the master. So mote it be.
I want everyone to pay very close attention to how I carry this out. I want everybody to focus and lock in on the message I'm trying to convey, the tone of which I am doing this. That way, no one can say they didn't understand me or misconstrue my words. My opponent, Shawn asked for this match. He called me out. He told me he was going to take me into a world I am unfamiliar with. Shawn, look around you. This world has been unfamiliar to me for a very long time, yet somehow, someway, I made it my own. I practically conquered it. The world I'm speaking of is the Foundation. I am the longest reigning blueprint champion of all time. I am the most dominant and most successful blueprint champion of all time, with the most successful title defenses out of anyone who has ever held my title. It is practically the second world title within the Foundation. What of the Havoc title when you held it? Is it regarded as the second world title in WGP when you hold it? No. In fact, when I held it, I practically made it important enough to be considered a second world title. I made WGP mine. Even when I was world champion, WGP was mine. Because no one calls you master. You don't rule that world. You are a master to nobody. You don't rule anything. Your monarchy, your crown is not, nor will it ever be recognized. And you dare tell these people that you're going to drag me into a world I am unfamiliar with. Every time I wake up, the Foundation, the people notice. I'm a pillar, the pillar of darkness, the pillar that holds up the blueprint, the pillar that holds up the Foundation at the very seams. Because without me, there would be no Master Shawn Puff. Without me, you wouldn't exist. So technically speaking, you're in my shadow. You will forever be in my shadow. Because I eviscerated you last time. It may have been by 1 point, but I still proved that I'm the most dangerous man on the roster. When I'm focused, no one can touch me. Your wordplay, your skills, are in a lower echelon, and I'm going to beat you down further. Because this was a chess game that you were ill-equipped and ill-prepared for. This match never belonged to you. This match was over before it started because one day I knew you would come back to face me. However, you were foolish and egotistical, thinking that this was going to be the time and the place for you to challenge me. You were wrong. This is why Shawn Puff will never jump past the ceiling that he finds himself under. This is why Shawn Puff will always be stuck where he is, while I, the different breed, Baba Yaga, the motherfucking Vagabond, will always be leagues above him. Thank you for coming out, Shawn.
Your winner, Vagabond! Ladies and gentlemen, Vagabond getting a win over Master Shawn Puff. And that leaves us with the score at 8-1 with 2 more matches to go. Ladies and gentlemen, AT and Wallace are both technically Foundation members, but Wallace has made his intentions clear that he is the voice of WGP and he has tried to thwart the Foundation. AT isn't having any of that. These guys have been at each other's throats for almost 3 months, and tonight it comes to a head. AT versus the voice of WGP, Mr. Wallace. Let's get down to the action.
Don't laugh at me. Why can't I quit you?
Brokeback Mountain, AT. And the winner for Best Actor is AT.
My God. First and foremost, I want to thank my family and my friends. I want to thank my co-star, Shawn Michaels, because I couldn't have done it without you, bro. And last but not least, I need to thank my biggest hater, Lamar. Lamar, thank you so much for doubting me. Because of you, I pushed myself to go harder. And now I can honestly say, I used the promo world as a stepping stone to rise to the top. So thank you, Lamar. This one is on you. Now it's time to keep it real because Lamar, you've been talking way too much shit for me. Talking about, I'm an actor, I'm a phony, I rely on theatrics and edits and yada, yada, yada. You even said the BWO suffered when I was champion, which is crazy because I kept that shit alive. The morale was low, people dropped out, and they had, 1 or 2 shows a month? I kept it going. I represented the BWO. Matter of fact, I represented the Foundation all over this goddamn world. From Japan to Australia, all the way to Antarctica. Because I am the face. I am a draw. And people buy into my shit because I make newbies legends and I make legends relevant. And I do think you're a legend, Lamar. I think you're a living legend, but not for the reasons you think. It's not because you're great, it's because you've been around for a long ass time. And when you get into the Hall of Fame, it'll be nothing more than a participation trophy, and more than likely, I will be the motherfucker inducting you in. But speaking of participation, bro, I am so disappointed in you. You made homophobic and gay jokes like everybody else. The shit is lame. It's a cheap pop, and you're better than that. But since you wanted to make fun of my birthday outfit when all I wanted to do was honor the legend HBK Shawn Michaels, I thought that I would return the favor.
Bro, you have the fucking audacity which you looking zesty as hell with your dry ass lips, your ashy ass fucking elbows, and your tight ass shirt. If anybody needs some Diddy baby oil, you bitch, it's you. Now let's get into this picture because you like the fucking token black twink and the Bukaki frat boy gangbang.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got ahead of myself. Let me reel it back for a second. Lamar, you love to talk about how you're a purist and how I'm ruining the art form, right? But one, I don't give a fuck about being a purist. I think the style is boring as hell. And regarding the art, baby, I am art. I push boundaries. I make people feel something. And maybe you're right. Maybe it is because I'm an actor. But if that's the case, Lamar, don't you think of all people I can cut a fucking monologue that I can improv off the top of my head? So not only are you a hater, you're a dumbass. Now let's talk about the real reason why you hate my style. The real reason is you're not good at it. And deep down inside, it exposes your insecurities. Have you thinking to yourself like, damn, can I beat AT? Am I good enough? The answer is no, you're not. And the only way you're able to beat me is if I don't show up, which was the case because you had your fucking minions kidnap me so you can get that weak ass win. But see, I realized something. I realized that you can't beat me on your own because you're gonna forever be in my shadow. So remember this moment, Lamar, because it ain't right about the promo legends in the history books. Your chapter ends now. And see, mine's gonna keep going because I am the present, I am the future, and you are the fucking past. And you did say it ain't over till it's over, right? Well, guess what, Lamar? It's over for you. And for everybody else, I do hope this was Hollywood enough. Fuck y'all.
AT. See, we finally meet again. And I hope that this is the finale of me and you because I have said enough about you. I have said it all. I've done it all. And I just really need you to understand the severity of the situation here. See, AT, like my late great brother YG, the pure shooter, used to say, see, motherfuckers thought it was sweet and thought it was cool to just interject themselves into situations not knowing the severity of what it took to get to that point. And what I mean by that is, AT, is, see, my hatred, my disdain for you is not because you talented, because you are. It's not because of you have gotten victories over me. No. See, that ain't the part that I'm mad about. Because you're not going to win every match. You're not going to win every time you come on this screen. Losses happen. I'm not mad at that. I'm not jealous of anything about you. What I'm sick and disgusted by is that you refuse time and time again is to not recognize those that have paved the way for you. See, it's all been gravy for you since you stepped into this business. Everything has pretty much been handed to you, AT. Where were you shooting in the gym with us? Huh? Myself, YG, Vagabond, DB Greatness, Bones, Trevor, huh? Where was you at? When mountains need to get moved, when statements need to be made, AT won around. You was a spectator. You was someone, dare I say, you was a fan. We inspired your punk ass. And you just come out when all the hard work has been put in to put a damn sport on a spotlight. Now it's time for AT to show up. See, that's the true essence of why I disdain your ass, why I can't stand your bitch ass. It's because there's motherfuckers like you that ain't never put in the hard work to make this dying sport something important. And they never gave acknowledgement to those who have trailed, who have blazed that trail for motherfuckers like you. For you to come here and be excited and be seen. But when it's all said and done, AT, my legacy will live forever. And this true itty-bitty moment of you being relevant right now will fade away just as quick as it came. You'll be a cliff note. You'll be a little blip in the history of promo wrestling, While mine's Mr. Wallace, they will say the Mister every damn time. And they gonna look back at everything I did and say, that motherfucker right there, Mr. Wallace, not only was he a trailblazer, but that motherfucker was a legend and had the pure heart and passion on what it means to be a pure promo artist. You will never get that satisfaction. You can beat me as many times as you want, but you will never, ever, AT, get that satisfaction of anybody saying that you affected the atmosphere of the promo fear. Say the motherfucking Mister.
Your winner, AT, ladies and gentlemen. That brings it to 9-1 Foundation. This has been a good old-fashioned slobber knocker. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the holiday season. It is that time of the year. I want to let everybody in the WGP and Foundation know that we will be taking next week off so that you can spend it with your families for Thanksgiving. For the superstars of WGP, you don't have a lot to be thankful for as far as your promo careers go. But go ahead and enjoy your week off because you will be getting straight to work along with the Foundation superstars. Let's take a look at what you can expect from both WGP and the Foundation in the month of December.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all.
Wow, a very blueprint Christmas. Winter Combat for WGP. Both shows look to be amazing. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It is time for our main event as the two world champions of WGP and the Foundation will go one-on-one. One man was the last pick in the draft. I'm talking about the founding father, and he has rised above his station to become the WGP world champion. The next man, Don Krypton, was a winner when he was drafted by the Foundation, and he quickly went to even a further level as he's been the Foundation World Champion for going on 6 months. Tonight, they clash in the main event. Don Krypton versus the Founding Father. Let's get it on. Welcome to the main event of Reunion as the Founding Father takes on the Foundation World Champion, Don Krypton, the man who wants more jobs than he can handle, the man who you will never see in the unemployment line because he's applying for jobs that don't even exist. We've seen Don come out here and make a claim that he should be the WGP General Manager. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Don. But once you fired from that job, you were fired because your performance was subpar. Just like your performance as a world champion has been subpar. Just like all of the actions you've taken to try to make me look bad, to try to make WGP look weaker than what it is. All for your gain. We know why Ramboa didn't show up to our rematch. It was so that you could be the coward you are and attack me from behind. It was so you could make our general manager, Mr. Woodward, look weak so you could try to take his job. You're like an illegal alien coming to WGP trying to take their job. Well, I've got news for you, Don. I am the wall in WGP. I've seen what happens when people like you, Don, accumulate wealth, accumulate power. They don't give it back to the people. They create groups like Mayhem, like you created, and try to dominate. This isn't the BWO here, Don. We are a democracy. Me and you, Don, shouldn't be that much alike. Let's be honest. You were created in WGP. You can cry BWO from the mountaintop, but it wasn't until you got to WGP that your talents were recognized. I was created by the Foundation, for the Foundation, with one purpose: to kill terrorists like you. That's why I destroyed the Purge every single year. And then I was drafted to WGP while you were drafted to the Foundation. And while we both became world champions, I was able to separate myself from the Foundation. You have separation anxiety from WGP. That's why you're obsessed with holding their titles. That's why you're obsessed with trying to kiss every little pencil pusher's ass to try to become the general manager again, Don. Because you feel homeless in the Foundation. They can give you the world title. They can give you the world. But it's WGP that made you, Don. And you don't know how to survive as you sit there at your computer with your shitty smelling incense burning, trying to act like you're some kind of crime boss. Well, in America, do you know what we do with crime bosses, Don? If they're not worth a shit, we ignore them. But when they get a little bit out of line, we put them away, never to be seen again, Don. And tonight, that is what I'm doing to you. I'm putting you away because WGP does not need you. God bless the Founding Father, and God bless WGP.
This was supposed to be a defining moment. Maybe the reunion of Mayhem. Maybe the getting back together of the most formidable duo in history. I was supposed to be here with my brother Ramboa. And yet, I'm here facing you. Do you know how hard I've worked to get to where I am? Do you know how hard Ramboa worked to get to where he was, just for it to be taken away by someone like you? Someone who calls themselves a founding father when you didn't actually find shit. Founding father, more like founding farce. We don't believe you. You need more people. What did you find, founding father? You didn't found the Foundation. I am the Foundation now. I'm taking over what you thought was yours because you
are not worthy of it. You don't even have your WGP belt, do you? It's because you're not worthy of it. Behind that mask, you hide your true self, a coward, afraid to show your face. See, we at least respect Sness because that's actually a gimmick. He's a gamer. But you think you're a big shot. You claim to be a visionary, but your vision is tainted by ego. This revolution of yours is nothing but regurgitated cliches and dick jokes. And we're supposed to be impressed by that? I think not. You mock Ramboa's legacy and let your own accomplishments are extremely shallow. The only comparison you can get to a WWE wrestler is American Nightmare simply because you're an amazing, delusional dreamer. See, your mask isn't symbolic, it's a disguise for your inadequacy. I keep the shades on because the lights are always bright wherever I go. But I was born in the darkness. You founded nothing. You have a title that you shouldn't hold, and I am going to be the one that makes sure you get put back in the dirt where you're supposed to. You're not Destiny's chosen. You're a self-appointed monarch. Your innovation is nothing but repackaged ideas from true ideas. But let's be real, Founding Father. If all of us had the confidence of a mediocre white man behind a mask, we'd all be fucking invincible. You think you're above critique? You think you're above accountability? You believe your own hype, no matter how fabricated it is. But newsflash, Founding Father, your mask won't save you. Your true self will be exposed. Me, I fought. Even though I got jumped out of WGP, but I fought, and now I am reigning over the biggest league in the entire EFEDS. I run the best league in the entire EFEDS. Because I made my own path. You are climbing on the backs of people who deserve that WGP championship. You are not that one. So I say this to you one time, not only to you, but to the entire WGP roster. Back down, step down. Because you were only born from me. And I am the one who runs this. So right here, right now, in this ring, you are exposed as nothing but a fraud and a failure. You're nothing. You're not a legend, Founding Father. You're a laughing stock. And now the entire EFED world knows. Happy Thanksgiving.
Your winner! Bringing the foundation to 10-1. Proving why he is the dominant world champion between the two brands. Don! Krypton! Don, I might have didn't like you much when we did this draft. But you have made the foundation proud tonight. WGP, you need to take a good, long look in the good golly mirror. Because Hollywood Haywood isn't happy with your performance. The foundation wins the first ever reunion, 10-1. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you've seen tonight, make sure that you subscribe and like our YouTube channel. Like us on Facebook. Follow us. Alert the notifications. Because we have a whole lot of great action coming to you in December. I am Hollywood Haywood. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. And thank you for tuning in to Reunion.